Okay, so I am on my way to the gym, but in meditation this morning, there was a lot coming through. Um, so I have a message for you. If you're coming across this message, there's probably something in it for you. Please use your discernment. This is, okay, if you've never seen me before, my name is Stasia. So there's this energy today. First, astrologically, I haven't even done my energy update, and I'm like, Spirit, I'm going to talk about it. And they're like, no, like this is specific to this transit. I'm sure of it. So today we have the sun in Cancer squaring Saturn in Aries. A square's tension. And what I'm getting from this energy is that Spirit is saying two things. Three things. The first thing is you cannot expect help if you're not asking for it. Okay? And this has to do with like godly help. Like this is God saying, you're talking about all this stuff around not asking for help, not asking for clarity, not taking accountability, not moving in the direction that God keeps telling you to move in. And you don't like your life, you don't like the outcome, you don't like the circumstances. Okay. I want to talk about the actual energy of the sun squaring Saturn, and they're telling me not to right now. Okay, so I need to start my car because I'm trying to get to the gym. And I'm hot. Oh, okay. I bet the car just got real loud, and I'm sorry about that. They're saying you're distracted. That's what they're telling me right now. The way that I just is like, oh, I'm going to avoid this. I'm going to avoid talking about it. I'm going to start my car. I'm going to roll my windows down. I'm going to, like whatever. They're saying that is the energy that you're in. Like you're doing a lot of other shit outside of what it is that you need to be doing or what they're telling you to do. Like they're telling me to do right now. Okay, so there's a message in that for somebody, right? So ask for help, but there is tension today. The other thing that they were saying to me is that you are choosing to not be your authentic self when you know who you are. And that is causing tension and restriction in your life. And the choices that you're making or the reasons why you are making those choices are very ancestral. So, like I was hearing, like, no, I'm not going to do that because, grandma used to do this, or my mama used to do that, or my daddy is going to be feeling some type of way about that, or we don't do that in our family. Or I was sensing a lot of like biblical guilt is what I was sensing. Like, nah, I can't do this because, like that's just not the way that things are done, or I was taught, or that doesn't really, nobody is going to agree with that. Like it's this energy of you giving a fuck about everybody else's opinion, but it also feels like it stems from some type of biblical like context or theory. And what Spirit is saying is like, while you're choosing that thing that everybody else is choosing that isn't necessarily working for everybody else, that you're also attaching yourself to that boulder of guilt. And they gave me this image last night and told me to talk about it, and I didn't, so I'll give that piece too. But they give this image of like you, the individual, and everything that we do is energetic, right? I know, believe it, don't believe it, is the truth. So everything that we do is energetic. And when you are like your thoughts and your energy, say you are like, man, whatever the thing is, whatever this thing is on the other side, every time you agree with it, you're like creating an energetic cord to it. right? Like, so there's these like boulders that has your, I can see these spirit bodies attached to these like big boulders with all these like lines of energy, and like some are blue and orange and red, and there's all these lines of energy attached to this guilt that is generational and ancestral, right? It's like the guilt that your grandma carried, and maybe she didn't know, or that your mama carried, but she didn't know. But they're saying that the guilt comes from not choosing to be yourself, right? So where Big Mama wanted to leave fucking Pawpaw and didn't because you're supposed to be married, or where, you know, your mama wanted to be a nurse and couldn't because she ended up getting pregnant and being a mom, and then she, like, there's all this guilt that we carry in life from just not being ourselves, not choosing faith, not trusting God. And God is saying you are the one to trust and to do, so do it. They're saying that it's going to clear up so much generational karmic bullshit, especially with the sun squaring Saturn. Karma. Okay. And they're also saying that you will have clarity on this message on the 12th and 13th of July, because there's going to be a Mercury Cazimi, right? And a Mercury Cazimi is when Mercury meets the sun in the sky, and then it surpasses it. And that leading up to that this week, there could be situations and conversations, I heard movies, or all these things that kind of remind you of this thing that I'm talking about. I don't even know what it is for you, but it's something. And the Mercury Cazimi, because Mercury is retrograde in the sign of Cancer. Retrograde meaning that it's internalizing in the sign of Cancer, which is like our ancestors, our mothers, where we feel safe and secure, where we feel like our home is. And with the sun there as well, and the square to Saturn in Aries, which says be the individual. Are you being authentic? Are you being true to your own desires? Are you being true to your own self and your own path and your own coding and your own genetic infrastructure? Like, I get that we are born into a collective, but you are an individual, Spirit is saying. And that sometimes it is hard to step outside of the collective and be the individual, but they need you to do that. Whoever you are, they are needing you to do that. And I feel like you're kind of exhausted. I also want you to know, just astrologically with the energy today, the sun squaring Saturn, authority figures, conversations, like you could be feeling some depression. You could be feeling just not the best of energies today. So take it easy on yourself. But really think about this and whatever this thing is for you, because I feel like Spirit is right there wanting to help you. Especially if God started the message out talking about you're not asking for help. So ask God, talk to God. Like, I don't know how many times God has said that this week. Like, why aren't people talking to me? They're talking around me, you know? They're saying because that means that you have to be accountable for self, and that is a hard thing, but you can do it. I promise you can. It makes me want to cry right now because you can do it. And it's not even a lot that God requires, which is interesting. I'm a whole fucking mess all the time. Okay. But there is a part of me that is so, they said pure. That's beautiful. And it allows me to do this. Right? But I'm always like, what the fuck? Okay. You can do it. And I want you to look for clarity later in the week. And I want you to ask for help. And I want you to write shit down. And I want you to, like, be yourself. Like, be yourself. Be yourself. And start and cut those cords. Like, there were so many cords attached to things that are weighing you down. Like, these boulders are heavy. And you don't even know. Like, you don't even get it and know. And so I want you to just, like, take scissors and cut the cords from that. And the more you do that, the easier it will be to be yourself. I am going to go to the gym now. I love you. Have a good day.